Hi, fourth graders. Today's science lesson is about reliable research. Now, with your Genius Hour project, you are going to have to be doing some research, which means you're going to be going on the internet to look up information. Now, the internet is awesome because it has tons of different sources. However, not all of these sources are created equal. Not all of them have as much reliable information as we hope to find. So I've added some good places to my Symbaloo page here, and I want to give you a preview of these places. I have a lot of tabs open. I'm sorry. So when you go to kyleburns.symbaloo.com, you're going to go to our Symbaloo page that looks like this. There's always Freckle, Prodigy, Mandarin Matrix, all that good stuff on this side. However, on this side is where we have some good research ideas. Now here is Duckster. Duckster is a great website for biographies specifically, but they have a lot of cool stuff. So you can search in different history, biography, geography, games. There's also science, all kinds of good topics that you can look at here. This one right here is to Britannica, which is an online encyclopedia. And this is a trusted encyclopedia, which means I know the information there is accurate. That's one thing that makes different websites like Wikipedia not so reliable because we don't know the sources of all the information that's on Wikipedia. But something like Britannica, we can trust. So again, if you go to Britannica, you want to stay on this kids section, or you because we've got some different levels, and it's not that there's like more mature things, it's just harder to read too. So you can look by categories, or you can just type in exactly what you want to research right here and see what you can find. Those are really good sources. Next we have let's see, this one right here. This brings you to the azlibrary.gov. Anytime you see .gov, that means it's a government-created website, and that usually means it's pretty reliable. So here on this website, it links you to other different things. So you can look at science, you can look at U.S. history, you can look at Infobits. That's really fun. There's another link to Britannica on here too. This is a good research website. We've got History Classroom. So you can search here for all different types of topics. You can search for all kinds of things. So you just want to go here to search, and you're going to type in right here your topic. Next here we have IPL, and it's just a big database. It stands for Internet Public Library. So if you want to look at some books, you can click on any of the topics here, or any of them down here. They have different links to books and essays and all kinds of cool things. Again, on this is Internet Public Library. Now we've got the NASA website right here. So if you're researching something about space or planets or engineering, you can use this website right here. So you can look at the different missions they had, you can watch some of the cool NASA TV stuff, or you can just type in whatever your topic is right here to see what they have available. An important thing to remember when choosing the source you're going to go to is if you want to pick a source that reasonably matches your topic. So if I want to know about early French literature, for example, I'm not going to go to the NASA website because French literature doesn't really match the mission of NASA, which is like space and technology. So you're going to want to make sure you choose a resource that matches your topic. So next we have National Geographic, and this is where you can get a lot of information on nature type things. So you want to go to Explore, and you can look at these topics, or you can go down and see if you can find stuff on your topic here. They have a lot of cool stuff. They also have a search bar here where you can search your topic and see what information they have on it. And then here, I know a couple of you had put that your topic was coding, and this website right here, Hour of Code, is a great place where you can learn about coding. all different types of kids learning about coding, how to code. It even has a coding program on there that you can try, which is really interesting. And then here I have science news for kids. And you can search things right over here as well. So you just click right over here. And so if you're researching something that has to do with science, you can use this website. It's a really good example. Now, I also wanted to bring you to the Destiny webpage. You're really used to using that. So how you get there is when you go to husd.org. Let's start from the beginning here. So you go to husd.org, you go to select a site, and you scroll down to find Coronado. You go over library and down here to Destiny. You have to click Coronado again. But then you have all of these things that you're used to seeing. And there's all different types of resources there for you as well. Now, just because something is not on my Symbaloo page doesn't mean you're not allowed to use it. I was just trying to give you an example or a starting off point when you're looking for places to go to research. You can also just Google right here from Symbaloo. But what I want to make sure is that you understand the difference between a reliable source of information and an unreliable source of information. When you type in a website, they end in something called .com. Sometimes they end in .org. Sometimes they end in .edu. There's all different endings to web addresses, and usually things that end in .edu or .gov, those are going to be educational or government-based websites, and they're very reliable pieces of information. But also, one of the things that I notice always about fourth graders is how you cite information. So let's say that my topic is, oh my goodness, let's think. Why are cats kept as pets? That's what I want to know. How long have cats been kept as pets? So I'm going to Google my question here, and it's going to give me, look at how many. Almost 62 million results. Now, a lot of you guys read this first thing that pops up here. And you're like, well, that's what Google said. Well, actually, Google didn't say anything. This is from an article from a place called Mental Floss. I have no idea who that is. I don't trust them. This says 10 scientific benefits, but you know what? I've never heard of Mental Floss. So here I see Good Housekeeping. That's a magazine. I don't really think, oh my goodness. So here I have the Smithsonian mag. So Smithsonian is a museum that's here in the United States. And it's a very, very famous one. And this is the magazine from the Smithsonian. And that's something I trust. So this is a resource I would go to. And how I know all these things is I'm just looking at this part right here, where it's telling me I'm getting it from. I'm not going to go to Wikipedia. I'm going to make sure that I'm going to go to reliable sources. Let's say I want to know more about Albert Einstein. So the first thing, you guys like to read this part right here. This is where you guys get all your information, and then you tell me it's from Google. But actually, this is just from Wikipedia right here. Look, I have the nobelprize.org. I bet that's a pretty reliable website. So I could click on that. I've got Britannica. I know that's a reliable source. This one's from NASA. Here's from history, biography. So we've got some really reliable sources. Now, am I going to go down here to Twitter? No, I'm not. Okay. So I want you to kind of start thinking about where you're going to get your information from. And then you're going to be thinking about matching your topic to resources that match your topic. It is really hard to not see you guys in person because I talk with my hands so much and I'm doing all these motions and you can't even see me, and I look silly in here. Anyways, so you're going to go to my Symbaloo page and you can kind of get a good idea of where to get started. But you're also going to, let me get my note-taking page. Oh, you guys see how many things I have up here. So this is going to be where you can put your research. So you can always retype your guiding question here to make sure that you keep on track to what you're learning about, what you accomplished. And then when it says, here is my bibliography for today, that means you're going to put down your source. So if you were researching Albert Einstein and the source you use today is going to be history.com, you're going to say history.com is your research, and then you're going to give me a little summary of what you learned about Albert Einstein on history.com. It's not as complicated as it sounds once you get started. All right, on the majority of you who turned in your planning stage document yesterday, I made comments when I returned them to you about your guiding question. They need to be tweaked a little bit for the most part to make sure they're not either too big or too small to research. All right, guys, happy researching. I will see you later.